Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Stockport. It is New Year's Eve today. I'm actually recording it on the day because, again, my schedule's been messed up massively over this Christmas period, but I've been trying to make sure that you guys get daily videos over this last period of days. It's been a bit difficult, but we've done it, I think. Now, you join me on the page of John Holm, and you might be thinking, who's John Holm? I know I've started off a lot of episodes like this, but don't worry, I haven't actually gone out and signed another centre midfielder. Never fear. This is our Youth Academy prospect. Now, we have had a youth intake. You're going to see briefly the actual thing on the screen. Maybe not quite as good as I was hoping. There's a few players that are reasonable in terms of potential, but they're not like world beater looking. This is the only guy that actually had 5-star potential. John Holm. He's a 6'5". 6'5". He's only 16. People tell me that he could in fact grow more. Or Ethan O'Kane certainly could. So I see no reason why this guy couldn't. He could well go to maybe 6'6". Which is quite a big lad. He is a proper giraffe, which is lovely. Very, very brave. He's a ball-winning midfielder. Which does beg the question of where we really would put him in our lineup. Obviously, I haven't really taken a deep look at him, but if you guys, from looking at what you can see, where do you think he'd be the best fit for us? Do you think maybe even retraining him potentially as a centre-back might not be such a bad idea, frankly, given his height? Marking and tackling aren't fantastic, though. But do you think there's maybe an option for him to be retrained as a centre-back just because of his height and his good heading? I don't know. Let me know what you think. But yeah, he was the best of the bunch from that. Stadium expansion for next season. 10,000 is a bit small for the Championship or a top League One team. It will help the finances in the long term as well. You say that, but I don't think it actually would, because we're not actually filling our stadium currently. So having a bigger one wouldn't really do much for that. I know you'd probably get bigger crowds, but until we're actually filling this stadium, there's no point in extending it. But also, there's no way in hell the board will let me. We are losing money hand over fist at the moment because of where we are at the moment, and that's not really going to change anytime soon. I see that we will have to improve the stadium at some point, but I feel like that's a me in the future problem. That's the sort of thing that will probably come up if we can get ourselves to the Premier League. Then we'll have money that we can actually try and do that, because 10k is not a big stadium. Louis Molden awarded an MBE in the New Year's Honours in recognition of his work in rescuing lost causes. Congrats, Louis. Yeah, he basically screw Saint Brendan. Saint Louis is the patron saint of lost causes. I love how Google now thinks I'm a Stockport fan, as I've watched this series for so long, getting Stockport results every week. Yeah, it happens to me as well. Anyone who kind of has their Google account linked to their phone, it started doing it. It's cool though. I saw that they beat Ashton 6-0 away from home, which is pretty cool. And I think they played Altrincham and won 2-0 at the weekend. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, Stockport fans. What would you do with Camara if you were Ranieri? Yeah, of course. Those of you that don't know, this is in relation to what Abubakar Kamara did at the weekend in the Fulham-Huddersfield game, where we won a penalty. He was not the designated taker, and he basically refused to give the ball to Mitrovic to take it, and then he missed the penalty. Ranieri said he wanted to kill him. I would have thrown him in the Thames, personally. Right, now, I played all the games off camera on Friday, and it's now Monday, so it's been a little while, but believe me, there's some stuff in these matches that you're going to want to see, and I'm going to be showing you. So, first up, we were at home to Rochdale. This was not a good performance, in all honesty. We fell behind through Daniel Adshed. Rochdale struggling at Rochdale. Thankfully, we turned it around as Ethan O'Kane, I think that might actually be his second goal for us already this year. It might be his first. I don't remember. I feel like he might have scored before. Made it 1-1 on the 74th minute before Liam Miller in the 87th bailed us out massively. We were very poor and probably didn't deserve the win, but we got it, and that's massive. And we were actually quite a lot better in the next match. Away at St Andrews against Birmingham, we were probably about even in this match. I think it could have gone either way. It's such a shame, though. Nick Okoro buried us in the 75th minute and gave Birmingham the win. We matched the best team in the league away from home, and that gave me a lot of confidence. However, it was the next game against Barnet that began the imminent rustling of my jimmies. This game jiggled my titties to whole new heights. We took the lead through Callum Gribbin, which was very, very nice. Unfortunately, Barnet equalised through Will Ferry with their first shot of the game. You know the drill. We then got back in front. This was Ethan O'Kane. He got 2 goals in 2 games here, making it 2-1 to us, which was delightful. But then Benji Agaduino scored for Barnet with their second shot of the game. We were fantastic on the night. We really, really played well in this match and dominated. And then when Brandon Hanlon, of all people, was put in behind, I think it was Ethan O'Kane actually, with a ball over the top, he put Hanlon in behind, and he scored in the 91st minute to give us what I thought was going to be a joyous winner. Injuries in this game did not help. Colin Roessler and Max Sanders both had to go off with quite bad injuries, which not good really, just as well we've got all these centre midfielders really. However, David Tutonda's goal. I need to show you this, because this goal cost us the win. Feast your eyes on this absolute dirt sandwich of a goal. Watch this. Watch what happens when the ball comes back to Tutonda. Whips it in, and it just goes straight into the net. What? You think that's bad? Look at this match. We lost 4-2 to Coventry City. They were quite good in this one, in places. But you might notice that Geordie Hawula scored 3 penalties in this match. And I'm not even joking. I don't think any of them were penalties, but the first 2 definitely weren't. I'm going to show you them in 3D as well. That's how annoyed I was about this. So I've slowed the highlight speed down a little bit to normal so you can actually see this in real time. This was the first one that was given against us. I personally, and even the match engine text said that this wasn't a penalty, but I don't know, like he just slides in and wins the ball, and that was given as a penalty. Bruno Bridges slid on Hawula, didn't look like a foul. No, it didn't, did it? Luckily, there was time for another one not long after. This was the second penalty. Slides in, wins the ball. Just... Took the legs away, looked like a harsh decision. Yeah, a little bit. And here was the third one. The one that you could argue was the most likely, but even so, I still think he wins the ball here. He just slides in and takes the ball. Oh yeah, he got sent off for this, for giving away 2 penalties in one game. So this is how we lost to Coventry. At the end of the day, it's all a bit of fun, but my God, at the time I was seething about this. Brandon Hanlon scored in this match, as did Callum Gribben, but yeah, Ethan O'Kane sent off for conceding 2 penalties in the game. Bit of a shame. Lots of cards in this match, but hey, sometimes weird things happen. That's certainly the first time I've seen 3 penalties in the game for a while. But then something amazing happened and we came up against Fleetwood. Now, I made a change to the tactic in this match for the first time. I actually played a strikerless system in one of these other games due to all the injuries, and it just did not happen for us. However, I made a change. I've removed the DM. I can't remember when I did it. And I brought on Gribben as an AM sitting in behind, basically. And I think this could be the way forward for us. Certainly against certain tactics. The teams that play those 4-1-2-2-1 type of systems, those are the ones that definitely seem to work against. Liam Miller scored. Che Tilt scored. Regan Booty scored. Callum Gribben scored. Ollie Fell came off the bench and scored. Liam Miller missed a penalty. This could have been 6-0 to us. What a performance this was against Fleetwood. 5-0. Where was this? And then finally, we got ourselves a 2-1 win at away at Rotherham. Jake Cope gave us the lead. Anthony Ford equalised for Rotherham, but Brandon Hanlon put us back in front. He also missed a penalty in this match. We could have had so many more goals. This one could have easily been 5 or 6-1, just like the Fleetwood game, basically. We were fantastic. Look at Davidson. 7 key passes in this match alone. And this was, again, as you can see, starting with Gribben sitting in that AM spot. And, I mean... it's undeniable the impact he had there, really. And all of that leaves the league amazingly looking like this. Birmingham have secured their playoff spot. They're 16 points clear of that. They're basically going to be promoted very soon. Peterborough are sitting with 70 points, Oxford 70, and we're on 69, the sex number. But also, it's the fact that we played a bit better recently, but we've managed to claw our way back. I think Peterborough just had a bit of a wobble. Oxford are back there. Southend aren't far behind as well. Bolton and Walsall still kind of in contention. Bristol Rovers, amazingly, are still in contention with a negative goal difference. Because I have had so many comments over the past few days about try this. Very interesting to read a lot of them. And in the end, I'd already made the decision to go with the AMC thing. I played the games on Friday, but it was nice to see that a couple of people thought that was a good idea as well. And I think that's kind of what we're going to go with forward. I don't know if it will work against all teams, but it certainly works against teams that play a certain system. And I'm pretty certain Bolton are playing that same system against us today. So hopefully we'll see if it will work there too. Because in the last couple of games, we've been phenomenal. We had nearly 50 shots in 2 games. Unfortunately, Okoro came back from injury, went on to international duty with the Nigerian under-20s, and then got injured again. So I think he's out for the rest of the season now. But it's just nice to still be in with a chance. We're playing Bolton today. A win there would take us 9 points clear of them. There's 5 games to go. It's a tough old end to the season that we're in for ourselves. You notice that Barnet have actually hauled themselves out of the relegation places, and that is some feat, really it is. Right, so let's jump into the tactics so we can sort of see what I've actually changed. Because obviously we know we're playing Bolton today. We know all of this. We know we're missing some players too. Bruno Bridges, Brandon Hanlon, John Okoro. It's not great, although so are Bolton, so that could help. Jack Collinson is managing Bolton. That's kind of cool. I know I say that about every time I see someone random managing a team, but yeah, so this is the system I've switched to. Obviously, we've got this version, and we've got, yeah, it's weird having 2 tactics again. So all I did was I moved the DM into an AM position and dumped Gribben into that role as an attacking mid on support. And that just seems to do the trick. The reason I didn't want to put him on attack is because this, to me, would create way too much division between attack and defence. I want a player in here that can really link up the play, and Gribben has done that to no end in these last 2 matches. Still not set on this role, but it's worked for us in the 2 games we've played so far, albeit against slightly worse teams, although Rotherham were like 12th when we played them. And then with Booty and Davidson sitting in behind, maybe might change the box-to-box midfield role to something slightly different, because we don't need that extra runner so much these days with Gribben in there. So I might switch the other role around in there, but for now, I'm content with this. But this is the change I essentially made. The other thing it does as well, I find against those teams that play really wide, is that when you play like this, they sit high up, but they're quite narrow, even obviously because it's an inside forward. But when you play like this, they push out slightly further, and it means that they're much better positioned to actually mark up those guys. And I think that helps too. So let's do a quick pick and sort this out. Rösler, I mean, I think I'd rather play Kike. Oh, wait, no. Except I don't have that option. Wrestler it is. Not that he's in fantastic shape either, to be fair. Oh, the other change, of course, in so doing is there's no point in having a deep line forward with an attacking mid, so I just push the other striker back to a straight-up advanced forward. Yet to see... I've not got enough data to really tell if that's the position I want for it, but it definitely looks better, because he's no longer dropping deep because he doesn't need to, because we're winning the ball here, and he's making those runs in behind whoever he is. Got a few players on trial from Premier League sides that have been released as well. Neil Brock is the one that I'm kind of interested in. That's not what I meant to do, but I can just quickly show you him now. He's the only one I might be tempted to sign up. I know he's only a poacher, but we're waiting to see what we can get more out of him, just see what he actually looks like, really. Since Hanlon is carrying a slight knock, I'm tempted to go with old Chrissy Thorpe today, see how he does in this role. On the bench, Murphy, Poole, Magoma, JTB, John, Lafferty, and Conway. But yeah, let me know if you think that we should switch this box-to-box to something else. Maybe just like a centre mid, or... I don't know, just maybe even like a ball-winning midfielder or something, since we've no longer got a DM. But Bolton have changed the system. God damn it. So essentially, it works well, or the 2 games we've played it have been against teams that instead of having the AM like us, have got a DM sitting in behind like our old system. Seems to work really well against them. How it does against this, it should be a match-up, basically, of just who has the best players, so we'll see. Right. That'll probably do. Let's get into this match. A win here is super important because it shows that we can beat the teams around us, and it keeps us in touch with that potential last promotion spot. Imagine if we were to sneak in there. Oh, still on the 3D highlights, aren't we? Oh, it does look great, doesn't it? Apparently we are the favourites for some reason. Just get this back onto 2D Classic. And away we go. I'm very interested to see how we do against Bolton with this system. Now, the lack of a DM could be kind of interesting, but it's going to give us another player slightly higher up the pitch, and that player is a very good one in Gribbin, you know? And here is Gribbin. Tilt. He's going to have another shot, I assume. He's going all the way through. Goes for O'Kane. God, he's already got 2 goals for us this year, O'Kane. People said that maybe even try playing him as a defensive mid. Oh, Nerfield's all the way through! Oh my god! Vashon Nerfield, Stockport 1, Bolton 0, assisted by Ethan O'Kane, and we're into the promotion spots currently. That goal difference is looking quite tasty as well. This is dreadful from Bolton. Nerfield's able to run from all the way out here on the left flank, straight through the middle, goes past... Oh, that's a bit lucky there, but goes through a few more. Nobody tracks him. Outside the left foot, bottom corner, Stockport 1, Bolton 0. Don't think I could have asked for a better start to this match. I'm a little bit worried about Rösler. This is superb. What a start. Tilt on the right. Can he have a little run as well? I've left all the short passing and the dribble more on as well, because look at this. Gribbin can come all the way through and... Oh, this is why I like the dribbling. Amiobi. Oh, we could have got in there. Could have got in. Oh, that's poor. Oh, got away with that. Could have cut that out 2 different times. Molden bringing it all the way out. That's a bit more like it from me. Look at Tilt. So much space for Shea Tilt. He's going to run at people. Back post. Miller. Oh, what a miss from Liam Miller. That should have been 2-0 on 12 minutes. Oxford winning their game as well, so we do drop briefly down. But Peterborough would now drop down to 4th. I think they're losing. Thorpe, not quite. Go on, Booty, get there, Regan. Oh, oh no, Colin. Foul him, do something. What a save from Molden. What a save. We got away with that there. Rösler could have done better. Not a glowing performance in the first half. We do have the lead and have created some chances, but Bolton have been dangerous too. You know, we're playing with fire a little bit in places. I don't think this game is done for goals by any stretch. Bolton definitely going down this left. Going to get in a bit harder on Amiobi. We just need the second goal. I'm not entirely convinced with Chris Thorpe today. I think that you need a bit of extra pace to play in this type of system as the advanced forward, really. Here we go again. Gribbin. Go short for Che Tilt. Can he pick someone out? Ball in. Thorpe! Oh, that's more like it. Great chance for Chris Thorpe. Really should have made that 2-0. Could look over the top perhaps, but with the short passing, that's not really likely. Miller. Going to drive at people. Goes for Nerfield. Can he find a cross? He finds Booty. Miller! Saved by the goalkeeper. Okay, good start to the second half. Gribbin goes short again. Can Nerfield find someone this time? Ball in. Thorpe! Oh, yes! We're finally scoring a few more from corners now, thanks to this short style routine. Chris Thorpe's 9th of the season. Nerfield makes the assist. This is a huge win if we can go and get it here. Nice little short corner. Gribbin, sometimes these don't work, and sometimes they'll literally just kick the ball straight into the defender, but that is a great pick out, and Thorpe finds himself a bit of space. Scores. That's more like it. Only from a set piece, but it doesn't matter. It's 2-0. Dozzell. Davis. Get out to Amiobi, make that tackle on him. Burns! Oh. Oh, what a pass from Regan Booty. Thorpe has not been fouled. He's still got it. Booty. Miller. Oh, what a goal. What a counter-attack that is. Stockport County 3, Bolton Wanderers 0. 27th goal of the season from Liam Miller. But the pass from Booty out initially, this piece of dribbling, okay, got a bit lucky from Chris Thorpe, but he hangs on to it. Booty's then made his way up the pitch and slips it in behind here brilliantly for for Liam Miller, who just drills it home. Gillespie nowhere near it. Stockport 3, Bolton 0. Okay, this tactic might well be onto something now. God, look at the amount of players Bolton have got forward. If we could get a... Oh, what? Jordan Boone scores for Bolton. That was just an absolute melee. Look at the number of players in there. I thought we got away with this here when it comes, and it's well saved by Molden, but then it gets tackled into the net by Boone. Have Bolton gone 4-3-3? It looks like they have, you know. Gribbin, good tackle, but look at the space out wide. Uh-oh. Burns. Molden with the save. Bolton throwing everything at us late on in this match. I guess they would do at this point, but we do. This might be the sort of moment where perhaps changing to that system with the DM could be beneficial for us in games when teams really do throw everything at you. Cleared. Is there a breakaway? No, there isn't. Stockport 3, Bolton 1. Thoroughly deserved when Nerfill, Thorpe and Liam Miller with the goals. Brilliant, brilliant performance against a really top team. Fantastic stuff. And all that leaves us still sitting in 3rd place, but we're now behind Oxford and only 1 point behind them as well. And we're now sitting 8 points clear in the playoff spots, looking very, very good. So, next episode, Facecam's about to die. Next episode, I don't know what to do because I really want to show the Peterborough game because that's going to be massive. It's undeniably going to be massive. So we might do the Peterborough game and then do Peterborough and Colchester and then do it like that. Northampton and Burton to finish off the season because there's going to be a double episode, double live comms, I suppose. That's the best I can really come up with at this point. Anyway, if you have enjoyed it, drop a like. That'd be fantastic. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'd be awesome too. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for a double live comm of Peterborough and Colchester. See you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.